What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So when this video goes live, there's only a couple of days until Wrath of the Lich King releases, and I've been asked a lot lately, like, what is my plan for Classic? And the question is really, what is the plan for Classic in general, right? Like, what's gonna happen after Wrath of the Lich King? Because this video is mainly going to focus on investment opportunities if there is a future for Cataclysm Classic, because the investment opportunities then is insane. Like it's what changed WoW the most with Kata. Like we're talking items being removed, we're talking about transmog. There's just so many options to make gold, and it's going to be a no-brainer. Like there's so many no-brainer investment that is going to be insane. But is it going to be worth it? It's a gamble. What should you invest in if the opportunity should arise? So that's what we're going to discuss in today's video. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has picked up the complete gold guide for Wrath of the Lich King Classic. The support has been insane, the feedback even better, and there's still like 1.5 days to grab this book with the massive discount using code SALE, where you can get it for only $9.90. And it's already over 100 pages long, and by all means, if you do buy the book right now, you will receive all the futures updates done to the book just directly sent to your mail. So any updates that I do to the book are yours, as long as Wrath of the Lich King Classic is a thing, right? But it leads us back to the video. Like, Blizzard already sent out a survey, as I'm pretty sure most of you guys have caught on by right now. Like, they sent out a survey which asked people how they would think about Cataclysm, like how if they enjoyed it, and so on. And they did the same thing with TBC. They did the same thing with Wrath of the Lich King, sending out these surveys. So, like, there's a lot of arrows pointing towards yes, there will be a Cataclysm Classic expansion, and if that's the case, there is so many ways of making gold. Like as investments before the expansion comes live, but also in the expansion. It changes gold making forever. However, you do gotta ask yourself the question, like, will that be a thing? Because the community seems to trend towards like a classic plus version of the game. Like, rather just stay in Wrath of the Lich King, for instance. That's one of the options that's been played out there. Like, just stay in Wrath of the Lich King and then add, like, new dungeons, new raids, and so on. And then you have, like, playing classic WoW, but with the Wrath of the Lich King systems, like the talent systems and all of that, and then just make new raids and new dungeons. So Blizzard, in the latest interview, they weren't sure themselves. Like right now, according to them, they wanted to mainly focus on the release of Wrath of the Lich King, making that as smooth as possible, and making Wrath of the Lich King a sustainable expansion throughout the entire expansion. Like even make the phase 1 stuff relevant in the last phase. So that's what their main focus is about. But they're definitely throwing the ball back and forth between the devs on what the future is. So let's say that Wrath of the Lich King, not Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm Classic is a thing, or you want to gamble that it is a thing. Because for me personally, I'm right now sitting at 78,000 gold, and let's face it, I don't really need 78,000 gold, right? I really don't. I'm probably gonna do some kind of subscriber giveaway to everyone that subscribed to YouTube or something and give away some gold, because the only thing that I really need to buy when Wrath of the Lich King launches is like Cold Weather Flying, it's 1,000 gold. I need to buy the Dalaran ring, that's like 8,000 gold, and the Mammoth is like 16,000 gold. But I'll still have plenty of gold left, and I'll still make a shit ton of gold in Wrath of the Lich King, right? So I feel like, for me personally, it's worth taking the risk to invest into this, because basically, if Wrath of the Lich King is going to be the last expansion, right, before they do some whole new thing, then I don't really need gold on Wrath of the Lich King anyways. Like, what's the point if there's no future, if they're not going to keep on building on the current realms that's in Wrath of the Lich King Classic? So for me personally, it's worth making investments, right? I'm not saying that you guys should, because if we get screwed on this, then you guys are going to come back to me, yo, student, what the fuck? You told me to invest. But let's say that it's the case, right? Like, we're going to invest for Cataclysm Classic, and I'm just going to show you guys some of my ideas. But obviously, as soon as we know that there will be a Wrath of Lich King, a Cataclysm Classic, I'll make a more detailed version of this. But one of the things that's available in Classic Cataclysm is Transmog. And you can set yourself up for life, for all future Classic expansions, by just making a crafting team that crafts Transmog. And right now, you can do that for almost free. Like, let's look at some epic plans and patterns for, let's say, blacksmithing, right? Like, the ones that craft BOP items, it's not that interesting on your crafting team, but everything else is so goddamn cheap. Like, items for leatherworking as well. Like, this is nothing. Anyone that has tried to build up a crafting team on retail right now, you know the price differences. Obviously, you have inflation, so yes, they will be way more expensive. But something like Windscale Hood, like 23 gold. That's like 2 daily quests right now in TBC Classic, and you can craft yourself this BOE hood, alright? And it's the same thing with everything else. Like, all of these BOE patterns and plans, like, I'll make sure to buy as many of them as I can, as long as I consider them to be at a fair price. But let's be honest, if Cata Classic comes out, these are all at a fair price right now. Like, this is jack shit. It's nothing. Absolutely no gold whatsoever. And it doesn't stop there. Like, you also have popular transmog sets in like in Cata that people want. Like, for instance, you have the Vanguard set, not Canguard, but Vanguard set. Like, these legs, 4 gold. Like, it's nothing. Like, these items are so goddamn popular, these legs. And then you have, like, Glorious legs, you have Bloodlust legs, you have the Jade set. There's so many items. You can even just filter by epic items and then armor. And you can buy, like, the low-level epics, even the high-level epics. Because, like, these items, they do sell as transmog items. Like, Robe of Insight sells really well. Eye of the Flame, it's so cheap right now because there's so many people farming the dungeon, so it's an absolute steal. But then you also have, if you type like, let's say max level 59 and you go in armor, blue armor, you have the set pieces, right? Sort by level. You have, for instance, Plague Hound. It's 39 gold right now. That's an item that gets removed, and it doesn't come back until, like, what is it, like late BFA or something like that. That's going to sell like crazy. But we're talking about the set items as well. Like these lower level set items, like the Beast Stalker gloves. Like all of these dungeon sets that gets their items removed. Like the belts, the Valor set. Like, they're like 2 gold each. And they will be removed from the game for the longest time. So there's so many good investments that you can make. And it doesn't stop there, because if you're going to invest in stuff like this, and you're going to buy patterns and plans and build up a crafting team, then you should obviously also invest in some materials, right? Like Primal Shadow, they're a gold each, right? It's a no-brainer. Even with inflation, like, this shit is going to sell for way more. Primal Water, 5 gold each. Primal Air, 8 gold. Like, it's nothing. And if you guys played back at original Cataclysm release, right? Like, you couldn't keep the items on the auction house. They just got ripped off the auction house as soon as transmogs were implemented, and you had to just massively, you had to craft, throw it up there, it got instantly sold, craft, because everyone was so excited. Everyone was just, they logged on, went to the auction house, and bought out every cool item that they could think of. And the collectors obviously tried to buy out every single item that they didn't have collected yet. So there's like a sea out there of good investment opportunities for Cataclysm Classic. And since I was getting the question so often, like, yo, student, what are you going to do with the gold? That's what I'm going to spend a lot of my gold on, just investing for a potential Cataclysm Classic. And there's long lists of items like this one, for instance, as well. The Gutrender from STV, which gets removed and it from the game, and it's away for multiple expansions, and then it comes back. I think it was late BFA. But it's just like very unique items like this that they cost nothing right now. So even if you just spend like 1,000 gold, right, you'll be set. Like, that's gonna make you so much gold in the future as long as you spend it correctly. So yeah, that's my idea on it. So please, I want to hear your opinion about this as well. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you believe in a Cataclysm Classic? And if you do, are you going to take the chance and invest some gold for it? Because I know that there's a lot of you guys out there with a lot of gold, and you're in the same position as me. Like, you have enough. There's not that much to spend gold on, right? But that's pretty much it for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe for more Wrath of the Lich King Classic videos. And of course, take a look at the complete gold guide for Wrath of the Lich King Classic while it's still on sale. That's it for today, though. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.